Hi, I'm back. So the topic for today's video is procurement bottable or not? Is procurement bottable or not? So let's get that question answered first. So my answer to that question is a yes as well as no. A yes, a more so yes, a less of a no. The reason being is the bots are still too young, they're still growing, so there'll be a lot of improvements as we move forward. So let's learn as we progress in this video which parts of procurement are bottable, which you'll see on the top, and which part of procurement is not bottable, which you'll see at the bottom of this video. So the first piece of information that could be bottable, or first area under procurement that could be bottable, is preparing your strategy. So what do we need to prepare a strategy? We need market intelligence and details from external sources such as Gartner, or we have DNBI, or we could have what else we had? Bloomberg. So these are the sources of information that the bot can go and pick details and bring it back for your for you to help in your strategy. Like it gives you different details. That's what the bot can help you with. The other piece is social media bots. They are always out there. They check and see, keep a close tab on your particular market or a supplier, a large supplier of yours, and then they check if there's any risks that are being called out in social media, or if there's a new trend that you see in social media that that particular market is going down or it's going up. You also get to know in details on if there's a new trend. In the new trend, is there a new update to the product that you're buying, or it's getting replaced, or things like that. So that's how the bots help you in building your strategy. So that's all that's bottable. Let's see what's not bottable. Now, all the information that you're getting from the bot, it needs to be used in some way, right? So it's you who build the strategy. You work with the business to build the strategy, and it needs to be aligned with the business's strategy, and also validate the information that the bot is coming back to you with, so that the business and you are in alignment. And also, it also gets pulled into your category strategy plan, whatever information that you're giving from the bot. So these are the three things that are not bottable, which you need to do. Let's jump to the next piece, which is the category plan or category strategy that you build. So how the bots help us in the category strategy. So first thing, the bot can help you analyze the category and also help you with your spend analysis by pulling in data from different ERPs of yours or operational systems that you have as on date. So that's how the bot could help you with. And the other piece is, again, it could go in and pull up specific information on that category, like for example would be a CPI index or a PPI index, CPI for consumer price index, PPI for product price index. So these are different things that you could do in your category, and it would help you build your category and make you look smarter in front of your business or your supplier when you get into a negotiation. Now, that's what is bottable, and let's see what's not bottable. So this information that you're getting, it needs to be built into your negotiation strategy or your category strategy in a manner where you build in different scenarios. These scenarios are assuming that the supplier says X, what do you come back with a rebuttal? Things like that. So you can also use one of the risk trends that your bot is telling you to leverage in your negotiation, and also all the details that came up one level up during your strategy build in your social media trends and all of that. So you can nicely tie that up together, and you definitely are the person who's going to talk to the business to have them on your side when you're going into a negotiation. So that's about the category management. Let's get to the next piece, which is the sourcing. And in sourcing, there are a lot of things that the bot can help you with. For starters, the bot can help you with a chat bot, more so to say. It can help you with your approved supplier list to be ensuring that it's used and also supplied to the right people at the right time. That's kind of a very simple piece. The other one that I'm seeing a lot in the market today is the bot helps you launch the sourcing project, administer the sourcing project, and also from a strategy standpoint, it helps you work on this on the event, and also analyze the event once the responses are back from the suppliers. It helps you prepare a score on what the responses were, depending on if it was a closed-ended question. You can give different percentages for a yes, no, or a yes, no, maybe, or do you agree, don't agree. These kind of questions could be built in with a percentage, and the bot will help you build a scorecard. And you know by the end of the event, once the event closes, what the scorecard is and who could potentially be the right supplier. The last one on the sourcing side is it will help you award automatically all the events or the sourcing negotiations which are low dollar value and low risk. So you don't need to spend your brains around such teeny-weeny stuff, okay? Now with that being said, that's all that's bottable. Let's get to what's not bottable. Now when we talk about something that's not bottable on the sourcing side, it's more so any of the ad hoc items, line items, or something that was not a part of your standard RFX questionnaire. It could be something that you need to add into the event. Another one is you had some feedback that your business had given you about a particular supplier. So things like that you need to be able to manage without the bot. And also, I personally would not recommend you using the bots to award anything that's very complex or high dollar value or high risk. So it's better for a human to go in and take that decision rather than the bot, because it's something very complex for you and your organization. Now with that, we come to the last piece, which is the contracting or contracts, as we say. The bots can help you once we have a AI-based algorithm built. The bots can help you with giving the right template that needs to be used, the contract, whether it's a master service agreement or a non-disclosure agreement, or depending on a region, different other ways. And also it can help you with the clauses that need to be used on a particular scenario. I know, and we all know that how expensive our legal teams are. So we don't want them to do something so meager, which the bot can do. And the bots can also help you with making your contracting process much more stronger and tie it with your category strategy. For instance, during your supplier profiling, you understood that it's high risk to go with the supplier, but still he gave you the best price. So you still are going with him, but you want to ensure the contract is covered with any kind of risks. So the bot will substitute with a stronger clause, a fallback clause, when into the standard template, because it saw that we've red flagged the supplier as someone who's of high risk to go with. That's another interesting one. Another piece, this is very helpful, is the contract, in your contract, the pricing piece, the pricing schedules or the indexes that are getting converted to a catalog, or you have a contract compliance in your system where your POs or your invoices are tying back to the contract. So the bot can help you update those pricings once you get the contract executed, and it maintains that link between your downstream and upstream, and it's a happier world, right, with that. Now, the last piece on the contracting side is, where is my contract? I don't see it. So the bots can help you with this, where a lot of the effort is invested by a shared service center or admin sitting in the contracts team, where somebody's looking for, the business is looking for, do we have a contract with the supplier? Karthik, can you tell me that? So it could basically be a chat bot where he sends in, giving details of the contract with the supplier and different other details. The bot runs the reports in the back end, goes and fetches the contract and gives it to the end user, whoever needs it. Else, if you're not finding a contract, you could either have a request raised to someone in the contract management team or whoever owns the contracts, or if you're sure that there is no contract, you could basically have a request created by the bot, and then you can have a new contract in place. The other piece on the contract side is any standard language, which is like dollar dates and deliverables, SOW, those all things could be taken care by the bot. Let's see what is not bottable. So that's to the bottom. So one thing, even legal-based decisions, even legal takes a lot of time, a lot of back and forth to finalize on legal decisions. Commercial clauses or commercial negotiations also would require human intervention. That is not bottable. And the third piece is any complex ad hoc language that needs to be built. That's something that the bots cannot do. So it should be you who would be managing that. So that's about it on what's bottable and what's not bottable. And I would like to break one myth. I think this is very overstated, and people are very worried that is my job going to be taken by the bot? Well, that's not going to happen, my friends, because the bots are what they are today is because of you and me. So you are not going to be replaced. So see you next week. Bye-bye.